Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Tradestation Masterclass. For those of you that have joined us for for a long time, thank you for your support of the masterclass. Today, even though I didn't send out a notification about the topics that we were going to discuss today, I thought that we would talk a little bit about the support forums. So before we get on to the topic of that, let's go through some of the disclosures so that we can speak freely. Keep in mind that every symbol and idea that we talk about in this presentation is for educational purposes only. It is not a recommendation. Also, active trading is not suitable for everyone, and past historical performance is no guarantee of future results. For additional information on these disclosures, please visit tradestation.com and you'll find all the information there. All right, welcome everyone. Let me switch over here to my TradeStation platform, although I did say that we were going to talk about the support forums. So before I even continue, I wanted to get your input as to what you guys think about the support forums, because I know that for the longest time we've provided a way for you to communicate with our team through the support forums, and not many times we ask you guys, what is your opinion? What is your feedback in regards to the forums and how we can make things better? So let's go ahead and open up the floor for comments. I mean, you can type them up right there in the chat. If you're going to be typing comments in the chat, please set your chats to everyone, and that way everyone can see your comment. If you would rather speak your comments, you can also let me know, and we can have a conversation about the support forums. But as we present this topic, I want to, get your experience on how you guys use the forums. First question though, how many people here use the forums? You can just type in a yes or a no right there in the chat. I just want to know from a general standpoint, if anyone is using the forums. So yes or no. You can type up your question right there in the chat. Okay, so Myron says yes. Prasad says yes. All right, so thank you for the answers. Okay, Myron says it started recently. And I know from experience that the forums are kind of difficult to navigate. That's one of the first things that I think about our discussion forums. They're hard to navigate. The technology that is used in the forums is not, the most modern. They've been around for ages, so we do have to deal with the fact that the technology is not the best, but there's a ton of information and great information that is in the forums that I want to make sure that you guys are able to find and are able to benefit from. All right. So thanks, my problem. That's my problem. Okay, that's exactly how I feel about our forum. So I'm being honest about what we have and the difficulties and the issues that that everybody faces when they're using the forums. Okay. Yeah, if you're going to ask questions about anything that is not related to the forums, then I would, appreciate if you leave it for the end if we have some time, or maybe join me. Is it tomorrow? No, Friday for Ask the Experts. I still don't know how I can submit my questions. We'll go through that, Myron. So that's the whole reason why I wanted to have this open discussion about the forums and how we can submit questions and start topics. Okay, perfect. So let's go here. From the help menu inside of the TradeStation platform, there is a way for you to get to the forums. So we go here to get support. So help, get support, and go to forums and wiki. Now, many years ago, we also started doing a wiki. It was a great idea back then to do a wiki similar to what you find in Wikipedia, where you have different documents that are supported by the actual users. So users would submit information on this wiki, like an educational platform that organizes things based on articles. And it seemed like a great idea. I don't use the wiki that much. I think a lot of the information that is in the wiki is also found in the forums. So I usually just go straight to the forums. But we'll talk about both wiki and the forums so that you have an idea of what to expect. So I'm going to log in here using my educational login. Let's see if that works. Okay, and this takes me to the client center, because the client center, of course, the forums are going to be behind a client center, which is the way that you log in to TradeStation. They're behind that login screen. So you have to be logged into the client center in order to have access to the forums. So Prasad says the forum is not easy to maneuver, especially Easylanguage one. I totally agree. So the forums are right here in the section in the client center labeled community. So you have discussion forums on the left-hand side, and you have the trader wiki on the right-hand side. Let's go, and I'm going to leave this on, but I'm going to go here to the TradeStation and Easylanguage support. I'm going to right-click here and open link in a new tab because I don't want to lose this main, like, our structure of the forms. Now we can click on view all so you can get everything. And of course, that's asking me to log in. You know, I've had this problem for so long. It seems like the website doesn't recognize that I'm already registered to the forums. Let me see if I can click on it a couple times to see if it just goes through. So the first time it sends me to this login screen. It seemed like the second time it also wanted me to create a username. And then this third time, it actually let me in the forums, okay? So what I clicked on here from the client center, I clicked on view all, and it takes me to this page that has everything. Let me make the font here bigger because I know it's gonna be hard on your eyes. Okay, there we go. And I'll do the same thing here on the client center. It was a little too small. Okay, perfect. So we are at 150%. So I clicked on view all, and it took me to this page that has all the different forums. We have trader contributions, starting off with the Easylanguage library and the TradeStation add-on products. One place that I visit a lot is this one, the Easylanguage library. It is a community of user-created Easylanguage. So if you're looking for things that have been written already, things that people have shared with the community, the Easylanguage library is a great place to go, especially if you're searching for new studies or new ways of programming Easylanguage. People are very active on that forum. In fact, if you look over here on the right-hand side, you can see the most recent post was today, December 1st, 2021. Different than the TradeStation add-on products that the most recent post is from March of 2020. That's a long, long time ago. So you can see the difference between the forums. And in fact, I usually go to the forums that have the most recent activity because they're very active. And you're going to see that here in this list of forums that some of them are very active and some are not. Like the TradeStation web trading forum, not very active, last post October 2019. We have one here called, you know, and also one thing to keep in mind, you may see things here that you don't see on your side. Why? Because my login is set up as an administrator and I have access to some discussion forums that you may not have access to. So don't think that you should be able to see everything that I'm showing because it doesn't work that way. Like for example, this MQL converter beta forum, I think it's something that I see. But here we have the TradeStation and Easylanguage support, which the most recent post is also today. That's a very active forum because it's a way for people to look for answers to questions, not only on the TradeStation platform, but also on Easylanguage. That's why it's called the TradeStation and Easylanguage support. So when you go to this forum, let me go right click and go ahead and open in a new link. This forum right here, if I scroll down, it's going to have posts that are platform related and posts that are Easylanguage related. So if you look over here at the very top one is a TradeStation and high resolution monitors. You know, some of these folders that have a check is because they've been made like sticky threads. So they always show at the top. So even if there is a new one or a new post, it's not going to go at the very, very top, because at the very, very top, we're going to have the ones that we have labeled as sticky ones. That's why here at the very top, you see one that has a date of August of 2021, because that's the most recent post that was added to that folder or that thread. But if you look past the ones or the folders that have a check mark, we get ones that have a little star or red star. I think those are the ones that are brand new. And take a look at the dates here. 12/1, we go all the way down to right here. So we have about maybe a dozen, or maybe more than that, maybe 20 different posts that were added today, with not only easy language questions. These are all easy language. I mean, they're categorized. This column right here is category. So you can see that we have some on market data. We have some questions on order execution. So who categorizes these? These are categorized by you. So you have to tell the forum what type of question is the one you're creating. Another thing that I find very useful is the number of these columns right here: replies and read. How many times this thread has been read and how many replies it's had. So let's go ahead and do a test. Since this is more like an easy language or support forum, let's go ahead and create a post and see what the process is, so that we know exactly where to go to ask a question. So I'm going to ask a question about easy language. I know there's a lot of easy language questions here and a lot of platform questions. Let's do both and see which one gets answered quicker. So I'm going to go here and create a new topic. A new topic is created on the top right corner. So new topic. All right. Here we have to select some of the options here from these drop downs. Let's do an easy language question first. I'm going to do easy language, type. I'm going to do a question version. For the most part, everyone should be using version number 10. This one right here at the very end. And internal status, doesn't matter what you put in there. I think all the other drop downs and fields that are available here are more like for internal use. A subcategory, we can let's do an easy language and power editor, and this you don't have to supply anything. So once we've done that, we just scroll down here and we start selecting or typing in our post. I can choose my font. I can choose the size. Not sure what size 6 will look like. Let's do, size 6, and we can choose the color too. I'm going to type mine in blue. And I'm going to say, hello. This is a forum post test for the masterclass session. Please reply if you see this. All right. Thanks. And I'll just put in my name here. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Right here at the bottom, I have a preview. So let me go ahead and select preview. And this is what it looks like. This is forum post test for the masterclass session. Please reply. Okay. So I'm going to just, there's a couple options here that says subscribe to post. Subscribe is going to send you a notification every time somebody replies to your post. Now, I haven't used this a lot recently, so I'm not sure what type of communication I'll be getting. I do know that I registered using my Tradestation email, so I may get an email every time every time somebody posts to my thread, to my post. I have this other checkbox to make it sticky. I think these are checkboxes that are only visible to me because I'm an administrator. I can also lock a topic if I want to, but I'm just going to click here on post topic. It says here at the top, please enter a subject for your topic. Okay, so this is a forum test. Please reply. That's my subject. Let's post it. Okay, this is posting. And here we go. Now we get our it sends us to our post right here. It tells me that I've done 295 different posts in my account. So let me go back to Tradestation. You see right here at the top, you have what's called the breadcrumbs. You can go back to where you were before, and the place that I was in was the Tradestation and Easylanguage support. So let me go back in there. And if I scroll down, I'm going to see right here my forum test, please reply. It's at the very top. Not at the very, very top because it's going to be right after the sticky ones, but it's right here. Okay. I can see that it's red. It's been read once. Okay. It's not until I refresh that I'll see more numbers here. And in fact, if you're logged into the forums, you should see that in your accounts as well. Okay. Let me go ahead and refresh this one more time. Okay. So far, only one read. And so let's just wait. And as we go along, then we'll wait for this to be replied and given an answer. Let's see. Myron says, I try to find an error that I got in my workspace. You have exceeded 10,000 trendline objects on the study. Can you please do the search? What does the sticky mean? Sticky, Marilyn, just means that somebody on the Tradestation side has made that thread sticky. So it's always shown at the top. So you don't have the ability to make something sticky, but if you see any folders here with a check mark, that means that they've been made sticky. And a lot of times they have to do with community guidelines, some FAQs, some limitations, and some things that we want everybody to be aware of, and that's why we make them sticky. You can see that most of them are locked, so there's no more new posts there, and that's the reason why some of these have the most recent activity is from many years ago, 2015. Okay, and how do they decide to put sticky? As I said before, if we feel as a team that there should be, or there's a topic that everyone should be aware of, then we'll make it sticky. For example, for the past couple of years, we had some issues with high resolution monitors, and you can see that the very top sticky one is Tradestation and high resolution monitors, because we wanted everyone to be aware that we were working on addressing a lot of the high resolution monitors problems. And so far, I think Tradestation now looks really nice on high resolution monitors. Back in the days, you had this weird behavior of Tradestation making everything super tiny, super small. And I think we've corrected those issues. Okay. How often do they review them? I'm not really sure about that, although when I saw the high resolution, sticky one, I know that that's been addressed. I'm not sure how many remaining issues are there related to high resolution monitors, but we often go through them and just unstick them, if that's even a word. We remove the sticky part of it so that they drop to the bottom of the conversation. So let's see. So we made a post. Let me refresh here to see if anybody else has read my post. Did that refresh? Let me refresh again. So it did refresh. So you can see that right here. 2 people have read it. I still don't have any replies. Okay. The status says closed. I'm not sure if I closed it or somebody closed it for me, but I don't know. So we'll leave it here hanging and see what happens. Now, searching. Searching is one thing that is very important that we know how to do. I know that Myron is made a comment here in the chat, if everybody sees it, that he tried to search for an error to see if somebody had the same behavior. And I suppose that, Myron, you searched because you wanted to know how to address that error and what you should do. So let's do a search together and see if we can find any information about the error that Myron is finding. So at the very top of the forums, there is a quick forum search. I usually don't use that one. I like to go to the advanced forum search because it gives you more filtering capabilities so that you don't get bombarded with all different topics. So I'm going to go to the advanced forum search instead. That's the one that I usually go to instead of the quick forum search. And I want to search for, he's getting a trend line objects on the study. Myron, and one thing that helps is also use the exact wording on the message that you're getting, So I'm going to do exceeded, and you don't have to use the complete error message either. A lot of times limiting it to a few words, it's more than enough. So I'm going to have exceeded, and I'm going to use the number 10,000. All right, with all the words. So you have three options. You have with all the words, with the exact phrase, and with at least one of the words. I want all the words. This is going to be showing 25 results. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's scroll down. I'm not searching by author, but one thing that I'm searching is I have to select the forum in which I want to search. And I want to do it inside. There's a lot of forums here. So the ones that are here at the top that are called Easylanguage, those are not the ones that I would pick. I would continue to scroll down. Although they seem to be all in alphabetical order, I think they are. The one that I'm really interested in, it starts with the name Tradestation. So it doesn't start with the name Easylanguage. So this is the one that I want, the Tradestation and Easylanguage support. Because if you don't select a forum, it's just going to search the whole, the whole community. And we want to limit the forum in which the search is happening. Search the entire posts, or you can search the title only. For this particular one, I'm gonna search the entire post. It's gonna search for every single reply and every single post that was generated on that thread. If you search for the title only, somebody would have to have created a thread or a post with the exact same title. I'm not sure if that would be the case. Let me search by title only. And if we don't get any results, then we'll go to search the entire posts. Include archive and search, that's okay. Return forum post updated in all topics. Yeah, that's fine. Last post time. This usually I just leave it the way it is. I usually don't look down here. It's okay, the options that are put in here. So I'm going to search the forums right now. And there we go. What topic do you see? You have exceeded 10,000 trendline objects. Is this the one you created, Myron? Was it Myron who asked? Yes. Okay, so you did find it. Okay, so perfect. So here is, I go in here and I should give you some indication of what to do. Of course, this was created by, a user by the name of John799. But if I scroll down, Android, you're going to see some users. These are clients and Tradestation users that are very active in the community. For example, Android Marvin is a wonderful forum contributor. He's made 5,460 posts. That is impressive. And we have an active group of Tradestation users that are monitoring the forums and helping you guys with your questions, which is very, very valuable. We have Felicia in here, which is also a great contributor. Whenever you see a name with an @TS, that is usually someone within the Tradestation team. So this is a Tradestation employee. Notice that Dean at Tradestation has 11,000 posts. So yeah, you see the conversation, and pretty much if it doesn't give you the answer you're looking for, Myron, then we would create a new one and start from scratch. All right, let's go here to the main page of Tradestation and Easylanguage support. Let me scroll down. Okay, so notice that I did get a reply. So let me go here to my forum test. Please reply. Unless somebody here in class, Myron just replied, so he can see my post. Perfect. So I was waiting for the Tradestation team to look at it and see if they would reply to it. but that's great. Thank you for finding my post and replying to it. Let me see if I'm missing any posts or any comments here. Um, so we answered the question about sticky. How often do we review them? Um, so Marilyn says the boxes on the far left, what do they signify? Far right. These boxes over here, I'm not even sure if you guys see them, but okay, hold on. Let me just close out of that. What Marilyn is referring to is these boxes over here on the right-hand side. As an administrator, I said that I would see more options than you probably see on your side. But here I have the capability of editing a topic, reply to this topic, but I also have the ability to unsubscribe or move the topic. So move is something that you would probably be blocked from doing, but unsubscribing, you can unsubscribe from any topics if that's what you want to do. Let me see if I did get an email, on, and I sure did. Let me show you this. You see, this is an email I would get whenever you subscribe to a thread. This is the notification you would see. This is the title of the topic that I created, forum test, please reply. And then it tells me the username or the person that replied to it, in this case, Myron S. This is a no reply kind of email, but it tells you Myron S has posted the topic, then the topic that I created, and it gives you a direct link to the discussion. So subscribing is a great way for you to keep an eye on your questions and be notified when somebody answers. So please subscribe to the post. In fact, you can open any of these. Let's say that I'm looking at one of these right here. Back testing versus real-time disaster. Let me click on this one. And it asks me to log in, which is really odd. Let's do it here. See if it lets me in. Okay, and there we go. So we see the conversation going on. If this is something that catches your eye and you want to be notified when somebody replies to this, you have a little button here towards the top that says subscribe to this topic. So even if it's a conversation that you did not create, you have the option to subscribe to it and just be notified when somebody replies, right? Perfect. All right, so Jim is giving us some a few tips on why the error shows up. A study draws too many lines on the chart. One way to eliminate is reduce price history on a chart. Thank you for that, Jim. Very, very useful. And he also refers to a class where this was addressed by John. Thank you for that as well. Now, Jim keeps a great library of Tradestation sessions and Tradestation downloadables, PDFs, PowerPoints. So it's great to have him here because whenever anybody has any questions on oh, where is this video? Where is this downloadable? He usually has the link very handy. So thank you for that, Jim. Georgia says the next earnings date app. Yes, I did get a notification that we had to close the app because the reason why is because the data that we were getting the information from was not there anymore. And we needed to figure out how to get the data back into Tradestation. That is a study that's being worked on at the moment. So next earnings date app is not available until further notice. So sorry about that. And Pauline, if you're looking for, it's just asking if there's any suggestions where we should start as a newbie. The forums, as I said at the very beginning, is not the most easy forum to navigate. And the reason why it's not easy to navigate is because of the massive amount of information that is available here. So if you're looking for somewhere to get started, Pauline, I would recommend you go to tradestation.com. At the very top, you find a Learn tab, and go there, and you have a Learn how to use Tradestation. Let me go here to the Tradestation website and show you. So here from, let me make this bigger as well. So from Learn, just go to Learn using Tradestation. I think that's the best way to find the education kind of organized by different platform. Okay. All right. So let's go back here to the forums. Let me take a look at the one that I created, see if somebody else has replied. I haven't received any other email notifications, so I doubt it. So here's just one reply. 7 people have read my forum post though, and only 1 reply. Okay. That's right, Jim. You're the unofficial without a contract, right? Librarian to masterclass. That's totally true. Definitely. All right. So and I wanted to show you how to start up your own new topic, how to subscribe to topics that you have created, and also how to search. Remember that the advanced forum search is the one that's going to give you the more filtering so that you can narrow down the places that you're searching. So it makes it very simple for you to find answers. For the support forums, I didn't create one for support. So let's go over here to, usually the ones that are support related. For example, this order execution one, that was answered to many times already. So we have some DLL conversations. This is a software question right here. Only show optimization report over 100 trades. There's a question posted here. And here's another one on computers clock time appears incorrect, error. There's been 14 different replies to this one. Okay, so yeah, use the forums as a way to communicate not only with the Tradestation team, but with other Tradestation users that may be contributing many things to the forums. Take a look at this one right here that I just clicked on, the back testing, not that one. The one that I found here in software. Yeah, computers clock time appears incorrect. Although we have a recent, post or recent activity on that thread, when I clicked on it, I realized that this post was from 2019. This is June 2019. But since somebody posted recently to this thread, let me scroll down and see that post right here. Somebody posted today, and the day before yesterday, we had another post. Hi, Solidism. Thank you for your reply on the modified indicator before installing the new indicator. Okay, it's just a conversation going on here. And how to resolve that problem. But you can see that anytime that somebody posts something recent, then that thread will be sorted to the very top as something that has a new activity. So this is an old post that has that characteristic. Do I have the rights to delete my topic? I believe so. Let me just check, because yeah, you're right. I should go there and delete it, not leave it hanging, since it doesn't add any value to the forums. So right here, this is my forum test. So I'm going to come over here to the right, and I'm going to delete the topic. So this is going to give me only moderators and administrators or the author of a topic can delete topics. Let me see if I can type in my password and see if that works. Okay, so the topic is deleted. Perfect. And I should be able to delete other topics too, since I think I'm an administrator here. I usually don't delete stuff because I'm afraid that I'm going to break something. But that one that I created myself, yeah, let's go ahead and remove it so we don't add additional trash to to the forums. I say trash because I know there's a lot of different things that have been posted here that add no value to the forums. And rather than deleting those posts, we leave them hanging here. Just because they were created by users, we have no reason to delete a forum post unless it violates the guidelines of the forums. Okay. All right. At the very beginning, I started asking people, what you thought about the forums. I mean, we got some initial feedback. We were told that it's difficult to navigate, and we agree with that. Let me go back in here to the main page with the forums. Other forums, I usually don't visit, but I know that there's conversations going on in those forums. The one that is pretty much supported by the Tradestation team is this one called Tradestation and Easylanguage support. But when you come down here and you find other forums on Easylanguage tips, tricks, and techniques, on strategy development, on technical analysis, you can see activity in here, but these are not supported by Tradestation. Let me go here to Easylanguage tips, tricks, and techniques and see, there's a sticky one, which is the community guidelines. And then we have other activity here, keyboard trading examples, my TS favorites, bookmarks, links of 20 years. This is an interesting one. So this is probably a forum thread that provides links. No? An import into Microsoft Word of favorites. No. Let me share with you what I've used in the past to make things a little bit easier. All right. I agree with you, Jim. Jim makes a comment right here in the chat. He says that it would be good for the masterclass to regularly review the forum to reinforce the idea that we should be using it to further our knowledge. Need to keep this in mind more. Very true, because a lot of times your question has been addressed multiple times already in the forums, and there's a lot of information there that addresses your question and even more. Sometimes going through the forums, you find out information that you probably didn't know. And a lot of people give you tips and tips on Tradestation that are very valuable and may enhance your use of Tradestation. So this forum right here, I'm going to share it right here in the chat. I call it a master post, and it was created by a few people. So this is a collaboration between different people. The post that I sent through the chat is this one. Mark M at TS was part of the Tradestation team. Dave C at Tradestation is part of the Tradestation team. And I say was and is because at this point, I'm not sure who is or is not in the team. I've been working from home for almost 2 years, and I don't see the team anymore, but I think they're still around. But here we find a forum post that pretty much organizes things very nicely. So we got some general guidelines. For example, it works best with the Internet Explorer, although I'm using Chrome here and it seems to be working fine. Gotchas and troubleshooting common problems, FAQs, common custom functions. So somebody asked me how to get started. Here's getting started. Of course, this getting started is getting started with Easylanguage. So if you have interest in learning the language and customizing your own studies and strategies, this is a great place to get started. If I right click on get started and go to open link on a new tab, this is what the getting started page looks like. So notice that from the master post, we go in here that has additional links to other forum posts, like using built-in strategies and indicators, creating custom strategies, converting indicators to strategies. If I want to look at this, and this is one of the topics that we do in the masterclass, and I think we have a recorded session where I show you how to take an indicator and turn it into a strategy. But if you want to have additional information, just click on this link and it takes you there. So this is a user that asks, I'm new to the Tradestation, or new and Easylanguage. Please help me understand why strategies and indicators are not interchangeable and how to convert an indicator to a strategy for automated trading. So it goes on explaining why strategies and indicators are not interchangeable, how indicators can obtain strategy position and performance information, and how to convert an indicator to a strategy. So this is pretty cool. Use the master form. This is the reason why these posts were created, and I call these like master posts, is because these people also realized the difficulties and the challenges that everyone faces when finding information in the forums. So it's great that they did the work of organizing everything and providing just general or generalized links to those master links. Okay, so this is one. I think I also use another. Let me to go here and find it. I call it Tradestation Easylanguage hot links and FAQs. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so here's another one. Let me share this one with everyone. So if you didn't have this one, now you do. So this other one is from a Tradestation user, not a Tradestation employee. But if I scroll down here, we have, this is a long post because it's categorized. So we have a newbie wondering where to begin. Let's go and click there. And it opens up another page. And I like that it opens up another page because in this case, it just came back to the same page. Now you can see that a lot of links may not have been updated. So yeah, and that particular one, the newbie wondering where to begin, goes nowhere. But yeah, go in here, take a look at all the different topics that are here. They are going to, oh, it's right here at the bottom. Okay, so in addition to having the main architecture at the top, if you scroll down, here's a section that says a newbie wondering where to begin. We have the Tradestation sitemap and tour. And when you see links like this that have a number or an ID at the very end, those are specific threads or specific topics that have been created. So here we have account maintenance and policies. So this is a very long topic and it's been categorized and it's been organized for everyone. This is 130, which is alerts and data, sending my cell phone or email. So feel free to use this. This is 2 links that I use all the time. They are organized by category and they just simplify browsing. But if you know that there's a specific thing you're looking for, then use the search at the very top. And as I said before, if it's very specific, use the advanced forum search that gives you the additional filtering and additional drop downs for you to find what you're looking for, okay? All right, guys, that's my class for today. Hopefully you walk away with something that you didn't know before. Please stay active right here in the forums so that you can, use it as an educational resource and find information you're looking for. So keep that in mind. And I see all newbie need to join. Yes, we probably need to have that as a sticky. Jim is suggesting that we should have all newbie need to join the YCT masterclass. Masterclass is our main educational platform, and thank you guys for joining us today. Tomorrow we're going to do Easylanguage Answered, so please join us at 11:30. We have John Brook, and he's going to be answering questions on Easylanguage or giving us tips and tricks on the Tradestation platform. So see you guys tomorrow at 11:30. Remember that we're starting 1 hour earlier than the time today. Today we started at 12:30, the masterclass. But yes, tomorrow we are going to start at 11:30. That's the time that usually John starts. So we'll accommodate that. So 11:30 Eastern time in the morning. See you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful afternoon and good luck in your trading. Goodbye, everyone.